EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with Andy Dalton and the Cincinnati Bengals. Here's the former Sooner, Austin Seibert, to get this one started. And off we go from Cleveland. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Kill, turn up, slam.
Third down, a shot here for Dalton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Well, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
So on fourth down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. "45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. On the return, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, alert!
First carry for Nick Chubb. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. 30. 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 61 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. following the touchdown. Here's Seibert now to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
On second down, here's Mixon. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
Switch it. 368.
Mixon with a first down carry. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
368.
They look to throw on 3rd with Dalton. And the catch good. It's Eifert. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Dalton to his big target, Eifert, for the Cincinnati first.
Hands up. Lead. Check it out. 368. He's moving, boys, moving. Right here. 2 by 2. Move. So we got me. Hey, seam 6. 51 to mine.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
On three. Motion.
Another look for Dalton on 2nd and 10. He's going to look deep down the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Hands up. 318. I got. Check. Motion out of the backfield. 58, boys. 58. Mike. They gonna need some therapy after this. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. Watch the outside. 58.
And again, Andy Dalton to throw. He's got his man, Boyd. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 32-yard line. Nice completion there for Andy Dalton. Charles, you worked some of his games when he was at TCU. Now you've worked his games in the NFL. What progression have you seen?
I've seen a guy who took over as a freshman in college and got better and better each year. Always added a little bit more to his game, gets stronger. But the best part about him is he's always been accurate.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. From the 17, Mayfield. Stepping up, he'll try and run. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. He'll have a first down past the 40. And a cutback, right sideline. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Watch twins. Watch twins.
Here you go. 93, 52, 93. Help!
Dalton now to pass. And his throw here is incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they got a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Mayfield looks to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. To throw, Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
Hey! 50 seconds to Mike. You got nothing today. You got nothing.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. My God!
Kill.
Mayfield down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
On fourth down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the... And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And an alley to run. Pushing him away.
Popped it right out there.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That'll move the sticks for the Browns. A gain of 12. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham there to make the grab. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now 21-0. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
We know, but and the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Dalton. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Absolutely. Very well could have been a third interception in half number one. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Dalton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Kevin Huber now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this will be taken at the 13. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Browns drive about to get started. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Throwing, Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. Here's Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Mayfield to throw it. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Carlos Dunlap able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Shift, shift. Check 9, check 9. Up, left. Regular.
The third quarter starts with a run by Chubb. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Throwing on second down. Mayfield. It's caught. Beckham. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. A run for Nick Chubb. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Go. Check 43. 6-6. Pull it high.
Check.
Run.
Check hot.
Done.
And again it's Chubb. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Ready? Tight end right. Tight end right. We got 4.
Hey, alert 33.
Check.
Mayfield from the gun on third down. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. First target, first catch, and a first down.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They run again with Hunt. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now Mayfield. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. A first down throw for Mayfield. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Mayfield. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
3rd and long for Mayfield. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. He was looking for Landry that time.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Switch.
Heavy.
Undercut.
Break it.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. Again, it's Mixon. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. What do you want? Mike, 53, Mike.
Dalton here from the gun. And able to find Green. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53.
Now on 2nd and 13. Dalton. That's complete to John Ross. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
152 fighter.
3rd down from the gun. Dalton. He completes it to Boyd. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Cut. He's coming. We got double up.
They'll give it to Mixon. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious on the defensive side if they stay aggressive, because you know they want to pitch this shutout.
Yeah, they have to be aggressive, but they also have to be smart about it as well, because one mistake can turn into 6 points.
This is 3rd and goal. Still looking for the first points of the game. Here's Mixon. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. This defense continues to be good on 3rd down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this? Let's try to get it in the end zone.
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Why should 4th down be any different? True. You might want to go ahead and kick the field goal and see if you can figure out something else as this game moves on.
Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Bullock will put this one through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. Oh, and the Bengals look like they got it back. They did. Bengal football. Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
Staying open. 58 to Mike, 58. 58.
368.
A 1st down throw coming for Dalton. Flush to his right. And that's complete. It's Green here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
Mike. Yeah. You don't want none.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
93, 52, 93, 44.
On 2nd down now, Mixon. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Dalton bootlegs out. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Hey, let's go. Hey, watch the ball. Check. Hey, Mike 51. Regular. Spike 51.
Stop.
They'll try on 4th. Here's Dalton sliding out of the pocket. Now this is incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this Browns defense stands tall. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield. He finds his target. Beckham. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up.
I was going to say, don't say it, but nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins got home that time.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He'll buy some time right. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. Landry, the intended target.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
51, Mike 51.
Smooth.
To throw again. Dalton. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
He's mine, he's mine, he's mine.
Nice.
Mike.
Hey, orbit. Hands up.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross there to make the grab. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And it makes the score 21-10. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. Mayfield now. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
You must be getting tired of seeing this.
Hurry.
Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Trying to get it to Landry there. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. He's going to let it fly. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. He's got his man, Boyd. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided.
First down, Cincinnati.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. It's do or die for Dalton. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long from Cleveland.